Leo, welcome to your reconciliation reading. General reading for Leo, dealing with a Leo, wherever you got Leo in your chart, whatever brought you to this reading, there is a message here for you, so be open to receive. With me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. I want to encourage you to trust the timing of this reading, Leo, to trust that you are seeing it when you are meant to see it. If it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it. So in this reading, I'm going to draw you some cards. We're going to clarify and then end off with some guidance messages from the universe for the situation that you are dealing with. Whoever the person is that's coming up in your mind regarding this situation, this reconciliation, trust that is the person, that this reading is for in connection with you. All right. With that being said, obviously, don't make tarot your god. Okay. Just take it as guidance. Remember, this is a general reading. Okay. If you need me to pray for you for anything, send you some good energy vibes, positive vibes, then go ahead and in the comments, comment with your favorite heart emoji, your favorite color. Okay. And then I will say some positive prayers for you. I will send you some positive energy. Okie dokie, let's see what we have. Let's make it nice and neat and tidy. Looks a little bit wild all over the place. Nine of Swords. Yo. So you are dealing here with a person that have hurt you very, very deeply. They've caused you a lot of tears, and you might still be crying some of those tears. And I see that for many of you, this is a situation of being very much between a rock and a hard place, because you might be asking yourself, or what I see you is having the reasoning of, eventually I'll get over this pain. There's some real disappointment that goes along with the situation. Maybe somebody dropped you at a very bad spot in your life, and I can really get your reasoning of like, well, if they would drop me at that point, then, sort of like, how can I trust them to be there for me going forward? Or how can I know that they won't do it again? Or, if they've done it once, how do I know that they won't do it again? So I see a lot of those very sort of like contriving sort of emotions happening here for you, and I see in many ways, it's a very tough one. It's a very tough one to deal with. And also when I look at this Four of Pentacles energy, so, this is what makes things very, very difficult, because in the same token, I can also see that you say, well, everybody deserves a second chance. Who am I if I don't actually give somebody a second chance? I can see you really questioning those sort of things, because I see that as much as that is your reasoning, there is also the counter reasoning that is saying, well, maybe that was a challenging hurdle we needed to get, through. And if we can work through this, then we can work through anything. So very contrived, the situation in actual fact, because there's some real hurt here and there's some real magic here. So it's like you don't really quite know exactly what to do. And I can see that you're not very fond of that sort of situation. All right. If you are open to spirit coming in and to support you and guide you, very for the highest and best interest of all parties involved to navigate you through the situation, my beautiful Leo, then I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and place your hand on your heart and take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. And if you do, write in the comments, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm open to that. I'm open to receive. Okay. Emperor energy, Aries energy. So you might be dealing with an Aries. Maybe you've got strong Aries in your chart. If so, you might want to go take a look at the reading for Aries as well. Aries had quite a powerful reading, in fact. It might really, shed some light on the situation that you are dealing with this person. And this doesn't just have to be a romantic connection. It's just a very personal connection, But there is a very powerful possibility here of a new beginning. Okay. I see the potential to be stronger than ever before. Okay. So in many ways, maybe the situation was a blessing in disguise. Okay, because I do see that you have the potential to be more powerful and more strong than you have been before, should you decide to give this situation, you know, another shot. All right, let's clarify for you and let's see what you got. Yeah, I saw beautiful Hierophant energy. So it does seem like you are open, Leo, to giving this connection a second chance. So the full energy there. So it seems like you are being encouraged by the universe, you know, towards giving the situation a second chance. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's your prerogative. You got to decide for yourself. Okay. But let's see what we got here going on for you. You are very not so 100% sure what it is that you're supposed to do in this situation. I can feel it in the way the cards are shuffling. Knight of Swords. Yes, because I can see you contemplating all the, you know, very pros and cons here. All the ways in which the situation can go right, all those ways the situation can go wrong. So maybe make that pros and cons list. Okay? But I don't know, I'm not 100% convinced yet. Ace of Wands. So I actually do see that that you are ready for the real deal here. You are ready for something really powerful. You know, aces are always a breakthrough. And it does seem that if you do give the situation a second chance, beautiful, beautiful Leo, it does seem like it's birthing something brand new. You know, maybe, and this happens sometimes because, I mean, you bring a lot to the table. And people don't always realize how much you bring until, you know, of course, they're out of the supply. And I think this is what may have happened with this situation over here. All right. So somebody may have started to take you for granted for a little bit. They just assumed maybe that you would be there. Okay. And so the question that you want to ask yourself here with the Ace of Swords is, do you choose to be here and on what terms? Okay. So, you know, as I said, I do get that those sort of deep questioning that's taking place over there, because you are pretty, you know, hurt by this, or you were pretty hurt by this. It really sort of like hit you in a bad way. And you are really trying to protect yourself here. But in the same token, I would say that what you also want to contemplate is that you don't try so hard to protect yourself, you know, from something reoccurring, that you may potentially be withholding, you know, something very beautiful from yourself, beautiful Leo. Okay, so there is definitely a question to ponder there for you. Because I kind of feel like this person learned their lesson. I really get that sense that they learned their lesson, in a sense that they now know what life is like without you. And what I'm getting on my side is that they are ready to commit. Okay? And be this to like friendship or whatever it may be, it could be romantic, they're ready to commit. I feel that here with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups coming out there, they're ready to work with you. They're ready to reconcile. They're ready to take responsibility for their actions, for how they made you feel, you know, for how they may not have reciprocated what you brought to the table. And I get a feeling that this is a person that wants to work hand in hand with you, you know, to say, what brought us to this situation? Can we talk about it? Can we look at it? Can we see how we both contributed to the situation now? Let's see what we have going forward. Ace of Cups. So now we've got three aces here. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So I feel that all odds are really in your favor here. Okay. All odds are pretty much in your favor here when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this person, when it comes to this energy. That this seems to be someone who was meant to be in your life. And I mean, when you also think about it, Leo, that, you know, sometimes people do need to realize exactly what it is that they have in their life and what it is that they are losing in order to truly, truly appreciate it. Judgment energy. However, I feel that you are pretty much ready to blow the whistle on this one. Okay? I would say that even if that is the step that you want to take, I would still be open to having that conversation. What brought us here? How did it make you feel? I feel it's very, very important, that conversation. How did it make you feel? All right? And not just blindly sort of leaving this connection. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Okay? Queen of Swords, there with the Emperor energy. So I would say that even if you, because it seems like you are the one that is sort of like, making the definitive choice here in this connection. So I would say that even if you do decide that that is it, we're not going to do it any longer, it's the end of the road for this connection, I would still be open to then, separating, going your different directions with clarity. Everybody knows where they stand, but more so and above all to do so with peace. Okay, I feel that it's very, very important here to be open to a sense of peace, because it feels like it haunts you more than it might haunt them if things are just left up in the air. There is a type of thing. And I do see that you and this person here with Six of Swords do have the potential to still build something very, very beautiful together. So, even if you do go your own way, that you can still, in a sense, sort of be there for each other. So let's say, for example, maybe you were in a romantic connection with this person. I do see that maybe you're not able to pursue that or to continue that, but maybe you can still actually be friends. Maybe you can still actually, mutually benefit from each other. This is a situation in which both of you have really exponentially grown. And I do get a sense that there are some things that you maybe need to thank each other for. Now, if there is no connection, if there's no communication in this connection, beautiful Leo, then it might be one of those situations where maybe you want to at least sort of like write them a letter, even if they may never receive it, they may never read it, to let them know how you felt, to maybe even in a ceremony and something beautiful, still sort of give honor to this situation, this connection, because there was a lot here that you got from this. And even with those aces, so what we do is we look at what is the one ace that is not here. So it's the Ace of Pentacles. So might it be that you're still seeking for a sense of fulfillment? Okay. Might this have to do something with, maybe it's a, maybe it's got an issue to do with career or with money or something like that. And I'm also going to say to you, beautiful Leo, don't let pride get in your way. That's also something that I've got coming up for you over here. Be mindful that pride doesn't get in your way when it comes to this situation, because the odds seem very much rigged in your favor here. Very much. Okay? With the potential that whatever went down here actually has the potential to make you all stronger. Okay? There's that Ace of Cups again. Mother of Pentacles. So these are your guidance cards from the universe. Ace of Swords. Lots and lots of aces coming through in this reading, as well as the Six of Cups. Okay? So this is definitely, I would say, this is definitely a situation, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, where you need to make a decision, but you want to be very sure that the decision that you make is not one that you make from wounded pride or anything like that, or where you might say, I'm not open to having the conversation until I'm like sort of like in this stance in life and that stance in life. So you want to be willing to be vulnerable with this person. It might not be the easiest thing in the world for you to do, but I do get a sense that this is how you can grow together, especially if there's other parties involved. It seems like the way that you can be strong in this situation is allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And I can see that the roots of the situation is growing, it's growing very, very deep. So things might not be all sort of like, spring flowers in bloom basically at the moment on the surface, but beneath the surface, there's some real depth here, there's some real potential here, there's some real love here, there's some real courage here. And this might even, I can almost look at it as a test of your commitment towards each other. But if I were you, I will really, 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 really think very deeply before I just let the situation go. Okay? So that's what I have for you, beautiful Leo. I hope that it helps. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links for my courses down below in the description. I look forward to connect with you on the next video.